But the first step that we're going to do is we're going to solve the inner cross over here with a yellow. The algorithm that we do that is going to move a yellow from down here to up here, or here to here. So it's going to move it right adjacent to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a yellow that's at the side of an inner edge that needs to be solved. And on the right side, the algorithm is going to be F, U, R, UI, RI, FI. And that put it in here. We went from here to here. Now I just do the same thing here, put this in here by that same algorithm, only opposite side now. So in this case, on the left side, we have FI, UI, LI, U, L, F. And there's our cross here. Now in this particular case, we got fortunate because we have the entire, all of these outer edges are flipped as well. Here's an example of, again, if we don't get quite so lucky. We've built in our bottom side. The process of getting all this in place is a three-step process. Step one, get our inner cross. Step two, put in the outer areas. Step three is match it to our centers. So those are the three steps. So first step, put in our inner cross by what we just described. So here's step one. This is to the side right here. So we're going to put this yellow in place. F, U, R, U, I, R, I, F, I. There it is here. Same thing here. Put this in place over here. F, I, U, I, L, I. Had it right the first time. Okay, so this is most commonly what you're going to see. So the first step was achieved, inner cross. Second step, put these guys into place. Most of the time this is what you're going to see. You're going to have two that are in and two that are not. Sometimes you'll have it in this configuration like that. So what you want to do next is take a look at those that are flipped to the wrong side. This is the blue one and this is the red one. What we want to do is we want to get these into these outer edges oriented with their proper inner edges. So where's the blue? The blue is over here. It's too far away for me to do that. Here's the red. Where's the red inner? It's over here. So the first part of the next step, which is getting these all flipped up, is to put these just adjacent to the inner edge that they're supposed to be. Well, that's easy enough to do. I know how to rotate these around. I'm going to hold this one steady and do the center rotation algorithm, or the middle rotation algorithm, middle edge, to rotate these around. Actually, I'm going to hold it here because these are the ones that I want to rotate. So let's see what that did. What that did is this is now next to the red, this, and this blue is now next to the blue. So what do I do from here? Well, what I'm going to do is exactly the same algorithm. I'm going to do the flipping one where this is going to go down to here. So we'll just flip this down here, same algorithm. Here it is here, and as promised, this went here, and this got flipped over here. So you can see that this red inner is in the same plane as this red outer. To make them join each other, I'm going to move this up to bat it out of the way, rotate it here, move it back in, rotate it back. So I've put this back in line, and now this has been put in. Now I'm going to rotate this back down here to fix it by that same algorithm. Fi, L, F, Li. So this is back. And the end result is that it put this back in line, but it did bump one of my yellows out, and it put it over here. So I can put this, move this to the side, so this is now solved. Now let's take a look at what we have here. What we have here is a yellow that needs to come back here, and that's what I'm going to do. Just going to do that algorithm, F, U, R, U, I, R, I, F, I. Alright, so now let's take a look at what we've got. This is still maintained. This is now next to here. Just keep plugging and chugging. Do exactly the same thing. Okay, so this blue is in line with this, so I'm going to move this in. So bat this out, move this up, move it across, down, and up. So I move this back in. Now I'm going to rotate this back down here and just reassess. Okay, so this is in line, and I can move this over here. Now, what I also notice is that I'm set up to move this into here. I'm set up to solve it like that. So maybe that's what I should just do, rather than just put this back in line. So that's what I'll do. I'll go. So you got to be an opportunist to see whatever opportunity. So this is now in line here, up, cross, down, back. So this is solved here, and I'm going to move this back here. Now in this particular case, it put everything in line here. I'm just going to match these up. You can see these centers are not where they need to be, so I'm just going to rotate them. Alright, not yet. This is good, this is good, this is not. Rotate this here, do it again. And you can see that all these centers are here, so now you've got your inner cross. Okay? That's one potential variation. As soon as I flip these over, the cross already got maintained. Here's another example for purposes of illustration. Hopefully it won't be quite so easy this time. Again, fill in the inner circle. Put this to here. F-I, U-I, L-I, U-L-F. There it is here. Fill this in. Move this to the side. This will go here. F-U-R, U-I-R-I-F-I. Okay. So once again, two are here. And now I have to look and see what I need to do. Well, this one I can't do because it's kind of a parity. It's flipped right where the center has to go. This one I can do on a green one. It's right next to here. So I'm going to work on this green. Just flipping with reckless abandon. So here's this green. Move it into here. Bump it out of the way. Back up here. Move this down. This one down. Okay. So now this is solved here. Now let's look at the red. Still isn't going to do us any good, so I'm going to move this off to the side, put this yellow here. So F-I-U-I-L-I-U-L-F. And that gave me my cross. So that worked out pretty well. It doesn't always work that way. Now step 3. What about these sides? I got to get these sides in line. Well, the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that my middles are all oriented correctly. So let's start off with green here. Green, yes. Yeah, orange, no. So let's rotate this around until we can do that. This stays fixed. R, U, R, I, U, R, 2, U, R, I. Nope, not yet. Yes, yes, no, no. So move this in. Do it again until I see red. Nothing new here. There's red, move it back. So we got these in line. Well, so what? We still have to deal with these outers to form the inners. Well, I can't move them based on this configuration with them on top, so I've got to flip all these around, which is surprisingly easy. Starting with my solid side here, whatever that might be, I'm going to move my left side here down and then up. So I've moved that here. Then I'm going to, and I batted this down. Then I'm going to keep rotating here. You know, this rotates here, putting this down. This comes up here, and then finally here. Now, why did I do that? I did that because now I have all the oranges, the yellows rather, here. And now I can manipulate these top parts, these top outer edges, anywhere I want. So I'm going to come over here so that my solid is here, and it's the same algorithm. And oh my gosh, look at that. They're exactly where they need to be. So now what I have to do is I have to get it back, and I got to be a little careful here. So I'm going to go back to the green side. Now when I moved it in, I went around in a clockwise way, right? So now I want to go counterclockwise to move it back. So I'm going to move this in first. Then I'm going to move this white one in, then this white one in, this white one in. I'm just going the opposite of what I did in this white one in. And lo and behold, this side is now solved. It's all in. Now, if you got that step, if you can do it, you have really gone through the hardest part of the Saturn cube. The rest is actually easy and quite fun.